Right now. Hi everyone! Welcome to Kats Creations live on a Friday night, where tonight we're going to make something way different. I was wondering, I don't even know if I've done this before, so I'm going to kind of hold the surprise back a little bit, but the only hint you had for today's design was this rooster. Now this, it's like a tin, a metal rooster, came from Craft Outlet, so if you like him, that's where you can get him. He's about 13 inches tall, 13 inches at his widest point. He does come with a little hanger on the back, so that makes him really super simple to attach to a wreath, or what I'm going to be attaching him to tonight. Let me make sure I take care of all of the housekeeping stuff up front. So if you like this design, and once you get all of your supplies, and you want to make it, but it's kind of hard to find it, just click that share button. It shares the video right to your page. And then that way, once you have all your supplies, it's already on your page. You know where to find it. You can also find this video later tonight on my YouTube channel, which is at KatsCreations777. And that's where you can find all the public videos we've done since 2018. So that'll keep you busy binge watching for a while. Let's see. If you want to get notified when we go live, make sure you click the like and follow button. Rumor has it one of those is going to go away soon. So I want to make sure that you guys are receiving the notifications. And then once you've done that, if you're watching the video tonight, just click on the screen, anywhere on your screen. It should pull up 3 little dots in the upper right hand corner. Click on that and you'll get the option to turn live notifications on or something like that. If you're on YouTube, I encourage you to click the little bell in the upper right hand corner. That's to subscribe to my channel. That sends you a notification as long as you're subscribed that we've uploaded a new video, which this one will upload later. So this is from a Facebook Live for Friday. Oops. February 26th. So we're almost at the end of February. So let's see. Couple announcements. The Wreath of the Month group, for those of you that are interested in joining that group or purchasing the kit, you have to be a member in order to purchase the exclusive kit. The kits have to be ordered by March 5th, which I want to say is next week, Friday. So if you're thinking about doing it, click on over to the Wreath of the Month group. Join that. It's $10 a month. And then you have access to all the exclusive content that's there for the Wreath of the Month group members. So, and you can sign up at KatsCreationsNMore.com. Also, if you're interested in joining the private group, you can, there's 2 big main icons now when you go to the website. One says Wreath of the Month Club. When it says click link to join, it gives you all the details of both groups, how much it costs, what you get, and then how to sign up. So, I think I'm good. Okay. Yep. I'm all done. Got all my other stuff done. So
happy Friday. Welcome, gals. There's way too many to even say hi to everybody. So
yay.
Thanks for all watching and sharing your day with us.
Awesome. Okay, so let's get started. This one's going to be a little bit different because have you guys figured out what I'm making? Number one, I put it out there around noon and I said, what should we make with this guy? Because he just came in. And you can get him in white with black dots or black with white dots. They're both super cute. They both face the same direction, by the way, and they're both the same size. Anyone know yet? We're going to start off with the bow first while you guys are figuring that one out. And the bow for today will be using a 2.5-inch farmhouse because he's a rooster. And then because he has polka dots, we need polka dots. So let's see. Fifth Street Studios Craft Outlet. Then we're using black and white ticking, my favorite for any rustic farmhouse wreath. We're going to use this red because we have our red and black and white rooster. So this is our 1.5 inches. We're also going to do red and white gingham and then black with white Swiss dot. So Craft Outlet, Crinkle Designs, Craft Outlet, like I said, Craft Outlet, Fifth Street Studios. So Crinkle Designs. So many of you have gone over there to their ordering site or their website to join because it's so great when you can help small businesses. We kind of broke it. There are so many orders that they were like, they sent me an email and they're like, thank you for all the business. Now we're trying to catch up. So thank you guys for going over there and supporting a fellow small business owner. That's just amazing. Plus their prices are so good. You get 50% off everything on their website. But you have to check out and use the code 5050. There's so many people that were in such a rush because they were thinking it was going to be an automatic 50-50, like 50% off when they checked out. They forgot to put the coupon code in. So make sure you do that.
Carmen answered sunflower and rooster swag. Kathy Reenerson said a centerpiece.
Okay.
That's about it. That's the only people
Who have replied
who
back.
replied, yeah.
Thank you, Lily. She said, I recently discovered you.
I saw that.
Yay. Thanks for joining.
Happy Friday, everybody.
That's another thing. If you are new and you just found us today, welcome, first of all. But let us know where you're from. We'd like to welcome you. Hopefully find you a crafting person here on our lives that you can craft with. I'm just taking all my plastic off so that we're ready to roll and put our bow together.
Ready to roll.
Ready to roll. It's so funny the random things people will ask you. Like someone's like, where'd you get your trash can? Bed Bath & Beyond. Just weird random
No longer
questions.
here anymore.
No longer, yeah, not here anymore. It's all online. Okay, so, Podabra, what did you use here? Okay, so I am going to put the black on the bottom. This is going to be a bow that's at the bottom. So, we're going to go ahead and cut the tab off of that. I'm still going to keep these at the regular height and width that we've done, but I'm going to need to pull all the bows to the bottom, or the tails. So first of all, when you're cutting your starter ribbon, you want to put dovetails in them. So that just means bring your wired edges together. You're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut from the fold to the point where your wire ends. And then that gives you a really pretty dovetail. It'll change all of your gift wrapping from here on out.
I just said, how about a grapevine?
Nope.
Nope, not
Thought
a
about
grapevine.
that one. And I was like, I seriously don't want to clean a grapevine for an hour. Because that's about how long it takes me. And I was like, that's just a lot of prep work.
Yep.
But nope, it's not a grapevine. So with the Podabra, it's all going to be the twist. So just remember, it's all about the twist. So twist, put it in. You always start with the right side fabric facing up. And then as you go wrong side when you twist it, by the time you bring it back around, you'll be on the right side of things. And we're going to go with 5.5-inch loop for our black and white polka dot.
Nope, not a swag, not a centerpiece.
Nope.
Not a grapevine.
Nope.
Good guesses.
I know, great guesses. But, and then I was like, have I done this on a live before? I don't think so. I think I've only done it in my private group. And
Right,
only
Don?
once. Huh?
Oh, Don said the color on this video is super sharp.
Right? It's like,
it
I'm
is.
looking at it, it's like, bam.
I'm trying to tone it down because that's a little bit
It's electric
too
blue.
colorful, yeah.
It's like electric blue. Now I'm going to have to like tone all my
Ooh,
colors.
good guess, Kylie. She said bicycle rim.
Nope.
Judy said a rail. Nope.
Nope. But you guys got great guesses.
Karen, unique in the creek ringboard. Nope.
Nope. That would be cute. Mailbox decor. Nope. But those are all great. Those are all coming. Will they be Rooster themed? Probably not. But yeah, I was like thinking, I'm like, should I put him on a wreath? And I'm like, well, what kind of deco mesh would really make him stand out? Like really pop. It was a tough call. So I was like, let's just scrap that on a deco mesh. I'm doing 9.5-inch tails on this, and then it'll be a 5-inch loop for the farmhouse.
Nope, not a hoop wreath.
So good.
Yeah, everybody, thanks for joining. Thanks for sharing your day.
There's only one person besides Steve who knows what it is, besides me. And you can't tell either.
Yeah, Darlene, yeah, she will definitely put the listing of the supplies in the private group.
Okay, so
Oh.
what?
Somebody.
Somebody got it?
Yep.
Was it the somebody? Oh, Connie. Yes, that's what we're making. We're making a tobacco basket wreath. So with our farmhouse ribbon, because it has words on it, and if we kept going the way that I had it, what ends up happening is from this point, everybody's crowding me. Here's our word. Our word is upside down facing you, and then well, I guess it's now completely upside down. Well, it's right side up facing me, upside down facing you. We need to make sure that that all stays straight. So how many of you struggled with, I have word or I have print, like I don't need my truck, like right side up on this part of the tail, and then on this side, it's completely upside down. There's a simple fix for that, and it doesn't involve cutting your ribbon. Some people just do their tails, and then they cut it, and then they do another loop, and then that's how it stays. Super simple. So you're gonna basically gather all the materials on the outside. So we've measured our 9.5. You're just gonna pinch it. We're not gonna twist it. You're gonna bring it over, because this way all the words stay the same. We're gonna pinch this and make sure that I've got a 5-inch loop, which I do. And then from here, we're still not gonna pinch and twist, because if we do, look, then it goes back upside down, so we need to keep it the same direction. But we need to measure out 11 inch, no,
Yeah,
10 inches to get a 5-inch.
Oh, you know 5.
Yeah. So you measure out double, and then you're going to pinch it. You're going to bring it back to the center, and then you're going to measure out your tail, which is 9.5. I won't dovetail it just yet. So right now I have everything facing in the right direction. So farmhouse is right, farmhouse, farmhouse. All the letters are going in the right direction. So all you're going to do is where you have your fingers gathered, you're just going to drop that in the bow dabber. Done. And then I'll dovetail this one, because it's a little hard to dovetail it when you're holding it all.
Guadalupe, you'll see what a Tabasco basket is here in a little bit.
As soon as we finish the bow, we will start working on that. Okay, so that one is set. Should have brought my cart, because then I could have stacked it all in there. So I'll just kind of push it out of there. And then now I've got to figure color placement. I know I want to keep the black and white polka dots on top. So I think what I might do is leave them like this. So that's the order they're going to go into the bow dabra, so that we can finish with the smaller black and white polka dots on top. So let's do it like that. So now we're going to add this to our bow.
Steve said, I just ordered that ribbon. Thank you for showing me how to make it right side up.
Isn't that super simple? It's like, for the longest time I've struggled with it, and I've done the whole cut it, you know, cut half of it, put it back in your bow dabber, and then cut the other half. And then I was like, why don't I just like do it all on the outside, hold everything together, and then put it all in. And then voila, it worked. So this is a 9-inch tail with a 4.5-inch loop. I think these colors are going to look amazing. There's that one.
Jennifer, yeah, exactly. She said it's a southern thing. The baskets are
Yes.
hold the tobacco when they are picking it, and that they also use it for drying the tobacco. Yeah.
Exactly. I remember those used to be really big about 2 years ago. And it's funny, I have had 3 of them sitting in my garage, and I was like, I wonder if I have some floral foam. Thankfully I did. So I was like, wow, that just all came together.
Hi, Tony. Hi, Kathy. Melissa, she said, hi, just joined the private group. Excited to try my hand at some wreaths.
Yay! I know. You'll be super, super busy in the group. So many new designs this year. We are really going to stretch the creative limits this year.
Yeah. So Jenny, no, it's not Craft Outlet that has the 50/50 promo. It's Kringle Design.
Yes. Okay, our next one's going to be 8.5-inch tails, and it's going to be another 4.5-inch loop. So because we've already measured the first one, You're just going to put your fingers in the loops and pull. And then flip it upside down, remeasure and pull.
Barb asked, where did you get the Rooster?
Craft Outlet.
They had a couple different colors too, right?
Yes.
Designs, yeah.
White with black polka dots and black with white polka dots. So it's like day and night difference. These would be cute to hang on a farmhouse door if you had double doors and did one color, the other color.
And the Tabasco baskets are from where?
Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby.
But you can get them everywhere.
Yeah.
We just happen to have a bunch left over from Hobby Lobby.
Yep.
So if you get them at the end of the season, you know, you'll have them. These would make great fall decor for those of you that are doing craft fairs in the fall. Mm-hmm. These are really super cute designs because they can go on the wall, use in lieu of a door.
Yeah, Mary should love those baskets, but very expensive even on resale.
Really?
They're not too bad.
No.
They've gone up. Jean said, love the basket baskets I've made. Thank you, Kat, for showing us how.
Yay! Super excited to show you. Okay, this one is 8-inch tails with 4-inch loop. So I'm just always bringing everything back, double checking my lengths.
Oh, thank you, Becky. She said, I've sent a couple people to your videos this week.
Yay!
Hoping some of them are catching you live tonight. You're the best teacher and fun to watch.
Aw, thank you, Boo. Who is that?
Becky.
Okay. Della says that I am a great bow maker. It just takes practice. One day it will just click and it'll feel like you've been making them all along, which you kind of have, but your technique, how you're doing it will like hugely improve, and then you're like, wow.
Mm-hmm. Hey Jean, she said, hey Kat, how are you doing? It's nice to be back.
Hi Jean, how are you?
Tiffany said, I'm waiting for a huge order from Craft Outlet. Can't wait.
I know. I just got an
Christmas.
order in yesterday and today from Craft Outlet. So the Rooster came yesterday, which was like, ooh. Thankfully, I put chicken wreath for Friday's event because I try to post an idea of what we'll be creating. But I had gotten in a whole bunch of signs and I was like, it could go either way.
Oh, Tiffany, that's a good tip. She says Walmart has Tabasco baskets in their spring decor section
For $6.
Buckaroonies.
Yes. I think the one I'm using tonight is 20 inches. So it's pretty big because our Rooster's 13 inches. So he's got to have some room to go. So we shall see how this design turns out. I've never done it like this before. So it'll be a surprise for all of us.
Oh, Krista, when you're done with your wreath, you'll have to post it in the Cats Creations group. She says, hey, Ken Steve was working on my own wreath and lost track of time. No problem.
Yeah, and then Myrna says, I'm terrible at bow making. Eventually, yes, with practice, you will get better. Like I said, it's just practice. And then one day it just clicks. And you're like, okay. Mm-hmm. You just got to find a bow maker that works for you. Some people prefer the Pro Bow. Some people prefer Easy Bow Maker. These are really thick ribbon. Look at that. Yeah, that's such a nice sandwich. It's a nice sandwich. So, we're going to...
And some people prefer the burlap. Like you said, you're used to what you learn on, right?
Yes. Yeah. So whatever you're comfortable on, there's no right and wrong. Like, well, I don't use this or I don't use that or my preference is this. As a designer, it's what works best for you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Jennifer. So Walmart also has orange tulips, 97 cents a bunch.
Wow.
How many tulips per bunch do you get?
Yeah, Jennifer.
And what's the quality like?
Because that's always the thing, right? Michael's has them for $1.99 a bunch, but you get 8 little individual picks with 3 heads each. Right. And that's what you need for all the tulip stuff. Okay, so because this one, we need all the tails to the bottom, all I'm going to do right now is just pull all the tails out to the bottom. So everything, tails. Tails, tails, tails. Because in a tobacco basket, you know, this bow's going to hang at the bottom, so we need all the tails at the bottom. But what we will do is we're separating our bows, is we will take the two different 2.5s, and you're going to pull them in opposite directions, go over to the other side, do the same thing, and then we're going to do that because we have a total of 6 loops, so we're going to do that on both sides. So I'm going to pull these opposite because they look better.
So Tiffany said they have about 8 or 9 tulips and are pretty decent, good quality.
Good. Okay. And then finally, I'm like debating which way. Go this. And then from here, it's going to kind of go down here. So now we're going to fluff all our loops. So I'm going to make sure everything is, wow, this seems way big. I think somebody came a little bit loose. Because I was like, okay.
She also said they were definitely bigger than the Michael's tulips. Oh, interesting.
Really? Okay. So Michael's does have 2 types of tulips.
Oh, yeah.
They have like a really big one. So I'm just resituating all my loops.
And then the regular size ones.
Yeah. So it just depends. If you use bigger ones, obviously you'll use less of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just stretching them so that we have a nice pretty full bow all the way around. Open the loops.
Lisa, she only used 2 different 2.5-inch ribbons.
Mm-hmm. The 2 bottom ones.
Yeah, the one the black with the white polka dot and the red and white farmhouse.
So let me take this off, but then I'll spin it around so you guys can see it. That's basically what the bow looks like from here. Wow, man, those colors are crazy.
Right, they are. They're like...
I'm going to have to work on the white balance.
Yeah, they're a little bit too bright of a red because the ones, when you're actually here and can see it, it's a little bit...
Not as red?
Not as red. It's a little bit darker.
So it's not like day glow.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to set this over here. And then we're going to get our basket going. So this should go pretty quick. So we have our rooster. We need to get him wired up. We'll make sure we always give, the gauge wire I'm using is 22-inch gauge wire.
Linda and Guadalupe said, love the bow.
Thank you. So because he's got that little hanger in here, we're going to make use of that. If you needed additional places to put wire to wire him into the basket, you could use your beadsmith hole punch and just punch additional holes. Like if you weren't using him in the tobacco basket and maybe you wanted to attach him to a wreath, it depends on where your touch points are, like where they need to be fastened down. You could, punch a hole in it and then run your wire through and then wire it. But all I've done is just basically twist my floral wire on here so that he can get fastened in.
Oh, a lot of women are saying that a lot of the Dollar Trees are out of the frames. Out of the round frames.
The round ones? That's what I've heard. And then, of course, now the cross frames are out. So keep checking your Dollar Tree stores, because the cross frames are out. I'm supposedly...
Jennifer just said they also just got cross forms online this week.
Yes, so that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going to sit not all the way in the top of the basket. He's going to kind of sit right about here. Ish. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I want, if I do it that way, then his beak falls through the piece. And then what we're going to be using at the bottom is we're going to be using a block of floral form.
Floral form? Yeah.
Floral foam. And then that's going to kind of sit on his feet anyway. That's going to get glued down to the bottom. And then we're going to go ahead and attach all of our florals to that. So Steve was nice enough just to spray paint the back so that when we glue it, we have the white on the back. Yeah. And then the top's all going to be covered with greenery and peat moss, so we're good there. So we are going to attach him to the back. of the tobacco basket.
Hello, first timer here. She said Niagara Falls, New York. Oh, that's a beautiful place.
Well, I'm sure it is. Okay.
Jean said Dollar Tree warehouses are not sending a lot of items to stores. No reason given yet, so just keep checking.
Okay.
Thanks, Jean.
So I'm just twisting it really good, and then I'll basically bring it back through the other side.
Irvina, you can get that foam from anywhere. Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby. It's regular floral foam.
Yeah, Walmart, Joann's, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, you name it. Somebody carries it. Okay, so all I did is I twisted it and then I brought it back in, the little wired edge, and tucked it back into the tobacco basket. So there's nothing on the back of the basket that's gonna ruin the door or wall. So we're doing him vertically, not horizontally. And let's see, we are going to, I'm like, there's his feet. Let's get his feet a little bit flatter so that when I glue this, because now I'm going to glue like crazy.
I'd probably use glue on the tobacco basket. All the cross hatches and then just put it on.
I don't think it'll touch though, Steve, because they're different sizes. And I need to make sure that this is going to get a good...
Irvina, no, it actually came pink. I just painted the back of it white just to kind of match the tobacco basket.
I maybe had another one of these out. Well, I'm still going to attach it where I want it. So I'm going to put some all the way around. Just like so. Now we're going to flip it upside down and gently hold it to the bottom, because it's only going to attach, Steve, where I have the high part of this. So it's really only the cross and a little bit on a couple of them that go forward. But I added it to his feet too. So, and then we get to start stuffing it full of florals. So it'll be super cool. While we're doing that, just because it's pink and not green, because like I said, we're reusing materials.
Oh, you're welcome. She said thanks and also kudos for getting my name right. It never happens. That's that Irvina.
Oh, so we're going to cover our floral foam with peat moss. So this is where you get the messy part, because I can't have that pink. Can't have any pink. So I'd rather see the peat moss. So we're going to cover this all the way around the top. I feel like I'm destroying some garden gnome's front lawn. He rattles quite a bit. Another glue stick. Okay, I'm going to do the sides.
Johnny said I bought a 27-inch by 20 by 4-inch red Tabasco basket from Hobby Lobby in 2019. Still can't figure out exactly what to do with it.
Now you know. That would look really super pretty if you did something like this.
Yeah.
I'm just trying not to burn my hands, but still get it all the way down. So the peat moss you can get at Joann's, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, probably even Walmart. I think that's probably where I got this from, is Walmart.
Martin, she didn't want the rooster to be too high up in the Tabasco basket, otherwise the beak would have kind of...
The beak goes
inside.
through.
Yeah, so the floral will cover part of the bottom of the rooster.
Yeah, but the florals would have covered him anyway.
Yeah.
So you don't see the very, very bottom.
And it's completely up to you. If you want to raise him up, if you want to do this design and raise him up, raise him up.
Absolutely.
Irvina, yes. In fact, Kat was talking about she probably could have gone to Hobby Lobby and bought the green foam. So yeah, it's probably easier to go get the green foam. And I think she already had this foam. So
this was just sitting in a basket that I was like, okay, I have it. I'm probably not going to use it on anything else. Let's just repurpose it really quick here. And just put the peat moss on it. So, okay, I'm going to touch the bottom just barely. And just drop some peat moss down here. We're not really going to see very much of it because we have all that floral that's going to hang down. Yeah. But I'd rather see peat moss than pink styrofoam. Okay, almost done. And then we'll put some on the top.
Oh, Jennifer, that was a good idea. She said she used the red Tabasco basket with the red pickup truck for Valentine's Day, yeah.
But Valentine's Day is past.
Right. Or you could paint the Tabasco basket white and use a red pickup truck or a green or blue pickup truck.
Okay.
Then the rooster came from Craft Outlet. And they had a couple different styles too.
So we've almost covered the block.
Guadalupe has the Surebonder glue stick from Walmart glue is the same as Gorilla Glue.
We've done Surebonder glue and I wasn't happy with the results, like the Walmart kind of glue, so I just stuck with Gorilla Glue.
Yeah. Just
because it's notorious for staying where it's supposed to. Okay. A little bit more.
So the ribbon is from a couple different locations: the 5th Street Studios, Craft Outlet, and Joann's.
Kringle.
Oh, Kringle. Yeah.
Yeah, not Joann's.
Kringle.
Yeah. Nope.
Tiffany asked what other kinds of moss work too. Yep.
Oh yeah, anything that's like an artificial moss. Just because there's going to be certain spots even when you don't put floral 100% everywhere. You have I just want to make sure we're not seeing that pink. I don't think I would be so overly concerned. I would still have put moss on here just to fill this.
That's good.
And it just keeps sticking to my mat, and it's weird. Trying to get it right in here. Okay. So we've got him all stuffed in. Now he looks like he's like nesting on top of that.
Yep.
Right? Let me just take all this. Hence, having a trash can available.
Yep.
Because then you just go like this, right in your trash can.
Tiffany, yes. She said that her Gorilla Glue holds up and better in all types of temperatures.
Yes.
Outside has less chance of melting. Yes, correct.
And I had mine on hot, so I'm actually shocked that I was able to get it and touch it where I did. Get this stuff off my space.
Yeah, we'll clean it up later too. So we'll clean it up later too.
I know. Okay, so done. Okay, we're ready to add some floral. So what's going to eventually end up happening, and I'll show you right now, is our bow is actually going to sit right here on our tobacco basket. So once we add all of our florals, obviously you can see now the colors from the bow look really super nice. So it's just going to kind of be off to the side. But we need to add some florals. So when I'm doing florals, we are going to create the greenery, and then we're going to come in and add all of our flowers. So let's see. This came from Michael's. I like Michael's Greenery a lot. So this just has little touches of yellow on it. So I'm breaking all this down. This was $9.99 when it was whole, but I've already used half of it. So we will take this. The goal is to get it to open so we can peel it off. There we go. And then we need to kind of push the picks up because it creates such a, such a huge gap. And we're going to cut these down, and they're wired all the way to the top. So I'm just going to take glue from my glue skillet now, and we're going to start working these into our foam. And our whole goal is kind of a little bit here, but mostly around the outside. We're kind of creating a base with all of our florals.
Teresa, don't you love this idea with a tobacco basket?
I think it'll be super cute. My brother had asked me to make one of his friends a wreath using sunflowers. So I was like, let's try something different.
Lynn, no, that's actually different greenery than she used on her carrot.
Yeah, this is because it has the little white
Yellow flowers. Like
berries and then little yellow flowers on it. Okay. Wow. I don't want all of that. Okay. So I'm trying to cut down as much of the stem after I pull it up. And I'm just spacing this all the way around so that we get an even layer. Not quite that far.
And if you guys decide to do this, you can do it any way you want to. Right?
Yeah, there's no cut and dry method for that.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to come in with a little bit thicker greenery. Let's see. Let's trim these pieces down.
That stem looks pretty tough.
Huh?
That stem looks pretty tough.
I know, right? There's that one. Let's take these little pieces off. So this came from Hobby Lobby. I'm always looking for really good greenery. There we go. And we're going to add some of this because we have the yellow. So now we're going to come in and add a little bit of the white. So like we'll come back in here. We'll start at the top. Sure. There we go. Make sure this will go in far enough. It's like I hear somebody crunching. I realize it's the cats. And then we have all these little pieces, so we will be using those. Go ahead and cut this one down the exact same way. So greenery first, because it's a little hard to put your flowers in and then go back in and try to add greenery. So I like the way this one falls, kind of curves. This is the one, like the other one. Don't need a stem. There we go. I know it looks weird right now, looking at it like this. It'll all come together, I promise. Okay, we'll save these to add afterwards. I'm going to come in and add just a couple pieces of, these are just, Hobby Lobby sells these in their greenery section. And they just have little white flowers on them, little yellow flowers on them, little purple flowers on them. So I'm going to take about 6, which is about half this pick. Because I like to see different shades, different colors. And so this is the same way. You can push it up and move it up. So then the flowers become a little bit more dense. It's just everybody's got to take their time. And then you can get rid of it.
Barbara asked, what's the greenery called you're putting on?
I don't know. They just have it. It's just bush. Like, it's in the greenery section. So, like in Hobby Lobby, if you go back to where all the majority of their greenery is, they have these in white. They come in yellow, purple. So I just use these for like little filler flowers or greenery in this case.
Almost kind of looks like dogwood, but actually with flowers on it, huh?
Not quite. And then we get to come in with all of our florals.
Thank you, Mary. She said, I enjoy your tutorial so much. I'm very happy being a member of your private group. You are super talented and artistic. Thank you for your inspiration.
Oh, thank you. So I saw Debbie said greenery is on sale at Hobby Lobby.
Yep.
50% off.
Thank you,
that
Debbie.
would be through tomorrow, and then it'll turn into ribbon.
Until they decide to stop putting everything on sale, right? Every other week.
No.
I thought they said they were going to stop the sale and just try to lower their prices.
Coupons.
Coupons, gotcha.
Yeah. They're going to lower the coupon. They'll eliminate the coupons. Okay. So I'm just kind of pushing these kind of off to the side, but we're filling so that we have a nice bed of greenery for all of our floral to lay on. Couple more, and then we can start our florals. This. We can throw that back in the glue pot. Last piece, and then add florals.
Yeah, more likely mesh and ribbon will be on sale next week at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, it won't. It'll just be their everyday mesh and ribbon. It won't be the seasonal stuff.
Yep.
That's its own little thing. So we've got one spot missing right about here. And then I'll show you what it looks like so far. So it just looks like a bunch of greenery hanging off the bottom. I'm waiting for the video feed to catch up. Mm-hmm. So while that's doing that, I'm going to pull all those off. You have it zoomed out.
I zoomed out.
There you go. I was like, wow, it's like greenery. Okay. So now it's like he's on a base of greenery. So now we're going to go ahead and add our florals. So you got to figure out, what do you want as far as your focal flowers? I I wish I would have had white sunflowers. I think that would have really made this design feel a little bit more spring, not as fall. But I'm a sucker for sunflowers. And I have two different types. I have the kind that have, it's like got a lot of pollen in it. And then I have some that's not so pollinated. So again, let me grab my better cutters.
Jeez, remember Hobby Lobby coupons will stop at the end of February. Thanks, Jean.
Look. The good cutters. These things will cut through anything. So, there we go. We're going to go ahead and trim through these. So, I want about 3 of the big sunflowers. Maybe 5. So we'll take the 3. See what we get. I like the little ones too. So maybe 3 big ones and a couple little ones. Just like this one has 2. That's kind of cute.
Got a price tag on it, so.
I know. It always does.
Yeah.
The one I really, really want to use will always have the price tag on it. Okay. So we need to push all the leaves up.
Sandra said, yeah, Gerber daisies would have been nice too.
I have Gerber daisies. But I was like, it didn't look as farmhouse for me. So I was like, okay. Okay. So I'm going to spin this around so I'm not doing this backwards. Let me go ahead and I like where that was. I should have just trusted myself and went just do a dedicated spot. Okay. Get the ones we have. Always push the greenery up. Because you can never really see it anyway. Did that go somewhere? I thought maybe it went towards you. Sure, I'll be vacuuming it.
Julie said, I have that same rooster.
You do? Are you
Now
gonna make this now?
You can do it, yeah.
Yep. I don't know why I cut it. I think it's just a habit from Floral, right? You always cut things at a... Thank God these all have wires everywhere. So I'm going to do one more. And these, let's take the one that has the little flower.
Yeah, it's a question about the Wreath of the Month Club. That's tomorrow, right? Yes. And
yes, the live is.
Are there instructions for prepping?
Yes. So I pin them to the top of the page. So where you look at it and it looks like it's materials list, that's the instructions. So just make sure you have everything all prepped and ready to go so that we can just go to town and start making it.
Oh, that's cute. Julie said, I bought a frame from Hobby Lobby that actually has chicken wire that I'm going to use with that rooster that she bought.
That would be super cute too. Okay. Trying not to block the rooster too much. So here's where we're at. So I'll keep stopping and show you this is where we're at, this is where we're at. Now we're going to come in and we're going to fill in all these spaces. Remember, we need to leave a space here for our bow. This is where our bow's going to go. So I'm going to take these, move those aside. I also have little baby sunflowers in both white. We have some daisies that we're going to incorporate as well. So these are our, I guess you'd call them medium flowers.
Your fillers.
Not fillers, because fillers is like glass flowers.
Right.
But
Jean said, love watching you. I've learned a lot from your videos. I've pulled you up on YouTube. Thank you, Jean.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, that would be cute. Jennifer said a really cute idea would be maybe like a sisal bunny for spring.
Yes, you could. Most definitely. So I'm just kind of like, I'll pick it up and kind of look and see where I want to place something. Because you don't want to pack it in so much, like you don't want to fill everything. You need a little bit of space between them. So the daisies work out perfect to add just a little pop of white. These came from Michael's and they were $2 for a bunch, like $1.99 for the bunch.
This when all is said and done, you're not going to see any of the pink from the foam.
No, not at all.
Backside you might a little bit, but nobody's going to be looking at the backside.
Not really. And I'll show you the backside once I'm all done. Okay. So there is the daisies being added. We'll add some down at the bottom. Take this entire pick apart. There's that. So I think this one had 8 little daisy picks with like 2 flowers each on it.
Notice that the wreath of the month is for February. Yes, this one's for February just because I signed for March.
Yes, so you can still watch the design, and then if you like it, you can go back in and purchase the sign. The sign's available. The ribbon, however, is not, because that was just something that we wanted to make sure. I think it was like 20-yard rolls, and they've been discontinued, so they don't have those available any longer. Okay, come over here and add a couple more daisies.
Thank you, Marina. She said this is turning really out beautiful.
Oh, thanks. I think the hard thing is just like sometimes knowing when to stop. So I'm going to break these down because there's, I think I only have one. I want to say this doesn't even say where it came from. So that's how long ago I've had that. But the SKU number's in there. It just says 11-inch mini sunflowers. I want to say they came from Sims Pottery. The font looks the same. So we'll add some of these.
Chris said I like watching you on YouTube as well.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching on YouTube. Go ahead and remove. No matter how well you try to make sure you don't have any threads, you always have threads. In your glue as you're securing them in. I'm just kind of adding a little pop.
Case, that's beautiful. What would the price be? What would you price this
I think I checked this one before. I think I'm going to price this one at $85. And I'm going to put this little bunch of white right in the middle. Okay, so these are all done. Let's see, we need a little bit of whisk. So let's try, these are from Joann's. And sometimes I just like movement. So let's see. Kind of wanted these at the top. So before we make a permanent decision. And I like it, so let me add those and then I'll show you what it looks like.
I think that kind of helps to frame the rooster a little bit, right?
It kind of does. And of course, again, where I'm trying to cut one off, it has a price tag on it. So you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. But I need to go back in and attach those.
Yeah.
So that's where it's at right now.
Gotcha.
Okay. So let me make those a permanent stick. I feel like this is just, I can't wait to see this up on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Like this would go great in a farmhouse home. There we go. Okay, there's our wisp.
Marina, this would definitely probably have to be in like a 24 by 24 by 6
Yes, it has to.
box.
We already figured that one out. It was like measuring that, and I was like, the basket was only 2 inches tall.
I think it's 3. Yeah.
So I'm going to take these for some height, put back in the bag. Add another one. I think it wasn't it 3 inches?
Yeah, 3.
Again, these are from Hobby Lobby. They're in the same section where I found the greenery, as they call it. And they come in purple, yellow, pink, white, and I think that's the only color. So these are more for height. So I'm going to take a couple more, put them back in the back. I guess Steve would say just to frame, to give us some background. One more piece.
Laura said, I'm not very much in the country, but I'm loving it.
I was in the country a long time ago. A long time ago. We talked about that the other day. Okay. And then we're going to add a little bit of Queen Anne's lace. Just because this is what I call filler. So wherever I want just little pops of yellow with some greenery. And then somebody told me that these are a weed. They're not a flower. But they look really pretty for filler. Mm-hmm. So they will be a flower.
Yeah, I think they're kind of like an English weed.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what someone said.
Maybe a little piece on the top. Yeah.
Huh?
A little piece on the top.
Up here?
Yeah.
I'll get to it.
Yeah.
I will get to it. I promise. I promise. I promise. So now I'm just taking them. I've added a piece down at the bottom, down in here.
Hey Kim, said this is the first time I've gotten to see you in months. Enjoying it. Thank you.
Welcome. Where have you been? Ugh. Let's see. We're adding those. I just keep pulling all my glue threads off every time I see them. Throw them back in there. Trying really hard not to push them too hard so they pop off the top.
Roseanne said, I never would have thought to use a basket to do something like this. Beautiful.
Isn't that crazy? It just shows you what you can use. And believe it or not, I was just looking up, I went to Pinterest and I just typed in Rooster, and then I was looking at what became available for Rooster wreaths. And somebody had one, it was in a tobacco basket, and I was like, oh, hey, I have a whole bunch of tobacco baskets in the garage. Yeah, let's throw them in a tobacco basket.
Oh, good for you, Kim. So family started an online store that's been keeping me busy.
Nice going. That's always a nice thing. Okay.
Oh, hi Moira. She said, hello both. Hope your day. I hope you're okay from South Wales, UK. I think the wreaths you make are fabulous.
Thank you. So I'm filling in where Steve's like, we need some stuff at the top. Remember all the little pieces that we saved? Mm-hmm. So these are all going in the top. Tight.
You'll get to see her in a little bit.
What I'm doing?
When you're done. Yeah.
On this side, yeah, I'm working right in front of the rooster because you don't want too much height.
Right.
If you have too much height, then you don't see the rooster. And then at that point, what's the point? So I'm trying to keep everything low, but backfilling behind the sunflowers. So I'm taking all of the greenery that I had and just adding little touches. And it needs one small flower. I'm like, where is this going? Under his beak. Okay. Let me see, what do we have? Let's try to do one of these.
I think you already have those in there, haven't you?
Yeah, but I'm filling in a small space. Yeah, that's a nice fill.
Luke says, now that I know what a Tabasco bucket is,
now you're like, hey!
Inspiring me to make it my next project. Thanks.
You're welcome. So I just pulled my rooster up a little bit because I was like, wow, he's like really getting buried because it's all secured to that main middle branch. Mm-hmm. Let me show you. Make sure these get put away. Okay. So now let me add our bow.
That's a new wire cutter she got. Actually, I think Gail got it for her. So
yeah. That's my Christmas gift. So there's that. Mm-hmm. How's it look from your end?
Yeah, that's good.
Everything is there. Everything's on the back. Mm-hmm. Everything's covered. So now let's just add our bow. And this is where I'm going to take one of my picks, because I need something strong enough to push into the floral foam. So let's do right about here. Yeah, these are Musada. They're like $35 wire cutters, but they're supposed to be so that you can cut through thicker florals. So it's got like a little parrot beak on it. So like when you have really thick stems like this, you may not be able to do it. Very little hand strength is needed to cut them open. So that's what we're doing there. And I'm going to secure my bow to my stick. This is where I guess we could have zip tied this right to the stick.
Yeah.
So now, let me hold, try to tighten this, just kind of spinning it without knocking everything around, even though it is. One more. here. I guess if we were really super smart, we could have went and did 22 gauge floral wire. But I was like, oh, I could probably secure it to the bottom of the basket. But then I was like, I kind of want to push it in and still have the opportunity to bend. So let's see. We'll go where I want it to go. Just like so. Let's make sure we're kind of happy with the placement.
Yes, can you show the wire cutters again? I need a better pair that will cut bigger stems.
Oh yeah, I will. So let me. There we go. Okay. So let me show you this up on the door. So hang tight. Get all my glue. Throw that back in here. Okay. So take this one off. Put up our tobacco basket. Because it has holes in the basket, it makes it really super simple to figure out, like, do you want it up here? Do you want it down here? Do you want it down even further?
I like it up a bit. Yeah, right there.
Like that?
Yep.
Okay. We have a hole, like, in our door. Well, like a little peg. So, yeah. That is, oops. There is our farmhouse tobacco sunflower wreath. In lieu of wreath, door hanger would be the term that you would use for that. So let me do this.
And you don't have to put as much florals in, or you could put more, depending upon how you want to do it.
Yeah, and you can keep pulling him up. Like, I'd have to, if I wanted him to go any higher, I'd have to re-secure him in there, but let's see. That's as high as he will go where he is anchored.
Right.
So I'm looking at how the photo, we need to change the white balance on that camera.
Yeah,
it's way too day glow. It's like almost fluorescent. So, and I think it resets every time we go live, so we have to recheck balance. What questions can I know you guys were like,
okay, so it's very pretty. Love the colors, summer. Oh, yes, it's beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous. Love, love, love. Stunning. Love this.
and there we go. So these are the flyers. So, I don't know if you can see them, but they have like a little parrot beak on them.
Yeah.
So they are Muzata. So just look for the white rubber handles.
Muzata.
And then it's got a little lock to keep your pliers locked, so they're not opening in your box. But any questions that I can answer for you guys?
Krista says great job as usual. Judy said gorgeous. Anna said price point on this. You'd already said 85.
85, yeah. Because it's going to have to also get shipped in a 24 6-inch box.
Right.
But yeah, even though the tobacco basket itself is only 20 inches, you've got all the floral that extend out and around and up. So yeah. Okay. I think I've answered all your questions. Thank you, Audrey. So yeah, I mean, this is perfect for anyone who likes sunflowers or something a little bit different, or if they have farmhouse decor anyway, like Mother's Day, or for farmhouse, just something they can tuck above their kitchen window, add it to their wall space or wherever, if they're a Rooster fan. I don't have this one listed yet. It will be listed once we finish. So, okay. What's up my sleeve next? Well, June, it's a busy weekend. So tomorrow I have my Wreath of the Month group for our first live. We're doing that tomorrow. Sunday, we're doing a strawberry wreath in this public group. So Sunday at 6, we're making strawberries, a strawberry themed wreath. And then I'm teaching my private group how to work. I'm showing them all the ways you can use 21-inch deco mesh. So that begins this Sunday at 3. So we're doing bubble, teaching them how to do the bubble technique and then how you would incorporate that into a design. So we'll be doing that for like the next 3 weeks, all the 21-inch mesh methods. Okay, everyone, well, have a great weekend. Thank you for joining me, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.